Hello there, thanks a lot for stopping by. PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard. Boy, as a lifelong Beach Boys fan, I just get a supreme kick out of this one. The Beach Boys in 1962. Just that year invokes such incredible earliness, my goodness. And you've got, the marvelously young and innocent Beach Boys and their pendletons there on this full-sized early handbill. In fact, it's so early they're identified by the record 10 Little Indians. Oh man, get out of here, right? Just amazing. That's got to be their least significant and most lightweight single of their entire career. But anyway, so a TV taping in Burbank, California for teenagers on a Saturday. How fun is that? So you've got this 8.5 by 11 inch pink paper handbill, blank on the back. And starting at the top, you can see it as easy as I can, Saturday, November 3rd, Pickwick Dance Party, named so after the venue that it actually took place in. And then that very key line on there, 1.5 hour taping session, see yourself on TV next Saturday afternoon. Boy, those were the fun days of sock hops and TV dances and everything. So essentially the show was just like national shows like American Bandstand, Shindig, or Hullabaloo, but this was on a local basis only. Then you've got Stomp and Twist, 5:30 to 10:30, so that's actually when it was taped. So the teens would dance in the evening and nighttime, but it would air then the following Saturday during the day. And look at that name on there, Bob Eubanks KRLA Hit Radio M.C. Well, of course, Mr. Eubanks brought the Beatles to the Hollywood Bowl 2 years later. And then it does say on the left-hand side there, 3 guest stars, topped by the Beach Boys, and you've got that great early publicity photo in a nice large size on here. This is the David Marks Beach Boys, and he's got the bottom center position there. And look at Carl Wilson in the lower right corner. Oh my gosh, so cherubic at only 15 years old. Wow. And a very thin Brian Wilson in the upper right. So you got that funny song title on there, 10 Little Indians, seems so incongruous with the Beach Boys' car songs and surfing songs. Their first hit, Surfin' Safari, was number 23 this very week, but it was falling. It had peaked at number 14 nationally, giving them their first top 20 hit and therefore top billing. But the follow-up to Surfin' Safari was 10 Little Indians, but of course, at the time, nobody knew that it would be a dud. So on to the handbill it went. And below the Beach Boys, you've got a couple of never-charted singles by Valjean and movie and TV actress Maureen Arthur. Then below that it says live band, the Continentals. Well, I think that pretty much confirms that the above 3 acts, including the Beach Boys, were doing lip-syncing to their records. And then the next section is cute. Along the left there, it says dance, swim, which is crossed off, skate, and participate in the show, all for $1.75 admission. But sorry kids, the pool is off limits. And then they give you some information on the TV show itself. New airtime, KTLA Channel 5, a very well-known station to any Los Angeles resident, 2 to 3:30 p.m. each Saturday, so that's when it aired. Pickwick Recreation Center, with an address on Riverside Drive in Burbank, and a phone number. So this was not a one-off event, a sole weekend if you will. This was done on other Saturdays in the fall as well with the Beach Boys. We've seen other handbills from other dates. And in fact, I don't have an actual handbill to show you, but I do have a picture of one of the other handbills. It's in color, so it practically looks like, this is obviously the real McCoy, printed in '62, but this is just, a printed picture about regular size, just to give you an example of another one. And notice the date up top there says Saturday, September 22nd, so this is a month and a half earlier. And the song plugged under the Beach Boys' name, well, there it is. There is your Surfin' Safari. And also all the other support musicians are different as well. And by the way, this handbill wasn't printed in just pink. There are also blue versions, although who's to say exactly which states had which colors or both colors. So, tell you what, let's jump ahead exactly 12 months and see what a difference 1 year can make in a career. Well, all they've become is the #1 surfing group in the country, proclaims this blue handbill from a year later, September 1963, in Sacramento, California. This is still the David Marks Beach Boys, although Al Jardine was definitely segueing back in, and I think Marks was probably gone in October for good. Just a beautifully laid out handbill, great picture of the boys in suits and ties, a phase that of course the Beatles also went through around this time. And way too busy of a handbill for me to read you everything, but just a few fun highlights. Well, it's a Fred Vail production, and Fred essentially being the man who broke the Beach Boys as a live act out of Sacramento. And by the way, I blogged his big green cardboard concert poster for this exact same show many years ago. Okay, other fun wording on here. 2 fun-filled shows. Beach Boys albums given away free at each show. Doesn't say how many, but free pictures to all attending. Wow. Then you've got the Capitol logo on there, and the words, latest release, Surfer Girl, backed with Little Deuce Coupe. And out soon, a new LP, Surfer Girl. Oh man, this stuff is just catnip to a Beach Boys fan, my goodness. Then down the left-hand side, there's 3 locations to buy tickets, and in the lower left, get a load of this pricing. 2:15 p.m. show, right, the daytime show, $1.25 for preteens and young teeners. This is quoting, parent admitted free with child. Holy smokes, right? My goodness. 8 p.m. evening show, all seats $1.75 advance and $2 at the door. And you know, the Beach Boys weren't just some schlub band, they were hot right now. The Surfin' USA album had been #2 in the country earlier this year, and the Surfin' USA single had been #3. So they really probably were the #1 surfing group in the country, no doubt. And yet, just $1.25 to see them for the daytime show, and you and I, it would be free if we just grabbed a kid's hand? Man, that's really insanely low pricing and so much fun. Then finally, in the lower right portion of this handbill, you've got sort of a corny pitch to parents to bring their kids, playing off of Alan Sherman's big recent hit, Hello Mudda, Hello Fada, A Letter from Camp. But at the top of the box it says Camp Malibu. I don't know where Fred got that from, but he also seems to work in Alvin and the Chipmunks into this letter, so it's all just some pop culture fun. Wow. And just to think, 55 years later, at the time of this taping, Brian Wilson, Mike Love, and Al Jardine were still touring and thrilling audiences with many Beach Boys songs as old as this handbill. Awesome stuff, just great. Wow, America's band, right? Thanks a lot for dropping by. Great fun to show you this stuff, and we'll see you again for something soon. Bye-bye.